Okay. Hello and welcome to our fantastic social commerce millionaire training from Shop With Me, part 8, how to promote and plan yourself to success. I'm Christian Wiesner, CEO of Shop With Me, and I will guide you now on your way to the very, very top, what to do and how to act and how to plan to really become super successful. Now, the first thing I want to show you is, of course, you need to understand how to move fast and create big results in the pre-launch phase. This phase we are in now is a very, very special phase, but also it needs very, very special behavior, right? So let me tell you very clearly, this is not the phase where you sign up normal people just because it's for free. Do not misunderstand free signups with cheap business. This is a business where you should have the highest quality standards on your business building, because the better the quality of your team, of your first team leader, the better quality you will have overall, right, from all your organization. So it is very, very important that you also understand how do you have to communicate, not to the masses, because you don't want the masses. How do you have to communicate to leaders, to potential leaders? What do they want to hear? What did I say, Gazala, so she's here today? Yeah, so trust me, you have to understand how to communicate it. And if you know how to do it, there's nobody you cannot recruit. Honestly, if it's the right timing, people will come because you have the best business in the background. So let's get started immediately. Number one, you have to promote big picture and sell the vision. Yeah, do not talk about details. Small people think small, have small problems, and have small questions. And then they start nagging you like, well, what kind of shampoo will be on the platform? Do we already know the brands of the product? Will it be vegan? Will it be organic? Will it be 10% or 12%? And it's all small stuff, which is totally not important right now, because now the big picture is we'll be the first social commerce group shopping platform in Europe where everybody with a bonus plan can earn money on. End of story. That's what you want to promote. And this is you doing hundreds of billions already in Asia and coming now to Europe. This is what is the first communication. So draw the big picture and do it as big as possible. So rather than explaining how it works, show them how big it works. Does it make sense? Yeah, if you want to sell a Ferrari, you don't want to open up the motor and explain every little shitty screw inside the motor. You want to put them into the car, go 200 miles per hour on the highway and say, you want to buy it? And they will say, yes. Give me the key, here's my money. And that's exactly what you do over here. The right people will not ask for the motor, just those people that have no money anyway. They will come into the store and they want to know, when was Ferrari built? What's the name of the owner, right? How does the screw look like? All this information not anybody really needs. So number one, promote the big picture, because people have good success anyway. If you talk to leaders, they have quite some success anyway, and they're short in time. If you just come with, I have a new business, do you know how often they hear this a day? They hear this 10 times a day. They get pitched 10 times a day. So if you want to have their attention, you have to be bigger than anybody else. So that's why you want to draw the picture as huge and as large as possible, so they really see we're not talking about a new business. Please write down, not a new business, but a disruptive revolution. We are changing the marketplace. We are reinventing the internet. Okay, yeah, Pinduoduo is the next Amazon, and that's us in Europe. We are number one. All right, that's what we do, and this is what you have to promote and to sell. Number two thing you have to do, you have to plan big results and massive action with the key leaders. Okay, say goodbye of the idea to taking care for your team, because you can't. Nobody can take care for 50, 100 or 500 people. You see that in every organization, you can take care maximum for 5 to 7 people at the same time. And this is your key leaders. And you need to understand that if your key leaders do a great job, you have a huge organization and you're going to be a millionaire. When I became income millionaire, I had 7 great leaders. That's it. And I communicated and worked only with the 7 leaders, and I made sure I have the 7 best possible leaders, and that made me incredibly rich already in a very young time. If your 7 leaders are bad, it doesn't matter how big your team is, because your team will eventually die. So the 7 leaders make it or break it. So you just focus on your key leaders. Don't ever try to manage 50, 100, 500 people, play secretary for all your organization, run up and down and answer every question. Say, no, 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 no. This is my 7. You take care for your own stuff. Yeah, you don't take care for organizations. You're not the mommy or the secretary or whoever for everybody. You're a leader looking for key leaders. Write it down, because this is key to work efficient without going heart attack in a record period of time. Yeah, when people looked at me, actually my image was always, this guy looks like he never works. He's always smiling. He always looks easy, always a smile on his face, and he's the richest of us. How is that possible? And I said, listen, I only wake up at 10 o'clock in the morning. I never work before 1 o'clock in the afternoon when I was a network. I said, only stupid people work a lot. You got to be smart thinking and smart working. Do not do unnecessary work. Why? How can you present relaxed if you're already stressed out before the presentation begins in the evening? If you work like crazy all day long, you cannot give a powerful presentation in the evening, right? So try to work efficient by only work with those people that really deserve your time. Number 3, build massive momentum with your key leaders, meaning you work hard, they work hard, and the rest will follow. If they work hard, the rest is duplicating the good work. If they don't work hard, the rest is duplicating laziness, excuses, and passive income and passive behavior, right? So do not try to manage your team, manage your key leaders, and you will go like a rocket. Make sense? Good. Next one. How to promote the big picture. Yeah, very important. A lot of people talk too much. They talk and talk and talk and talk, and they increase the level of interest. And then they hear, and you know what is the problem? They don't stop talking. They kill it. Pop, 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 pop. And this is the name of the CEO. And this is how many generations we pay. La, 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 la. Everything dies. You can explain this in the training. But if you're promoting, if you have first contact, if you have your first phone call, or you meet a friend in the bar, or wherever you communicate about this business, you just talk 3 things. And if you talk to a leader, just make sure you always remember, these are the 3 things I have to have in my pitch, I have to have in my phone call. And if I get this across, he will join. He will join, or he's mentally dead already. Yeah, if he has any life in his lifeblood, if there's any energy, he will be excited after this. Number 1, the 3 things people want to hear. Number 1, you are first. Yeah, so you want to say, listen, you are first in Europe. Yeah, you are first in Europe. Yeah, even if somebody, let's say somebody earns 10,000 euro with another company, you think, wow, he's already earning a lot of money, but you are not in his brain. Do you know that I left my company with more than 20,000 euro earning when I was in my first company, and I went to the other company where I became worldwide number 1. Why? Because I was tired of my first company, that they were doing bad decisions all day long above our heads. And because I was just the number 101, I started very late, nobody would ever listen to me. And I said, I'm tired of that. I want to talk to the owners. I have to go somewhere where I can be first. And trust me, good leaders want to be first. Write it down. Be first, be first, be first. Write it on a piece of paper, put it in front of your wall, and sing it in the morning. We are first. So you really ought to know what is the main key, what people want to hear. Okay, and if you tell them in the right way, you can be the first one. You can work directly with the CEO. You can be on the first social commerce millionaire training in Berlin. That will be highly attractive for the right people. Number 2, you need to show the potential in the right way. If I talk to a networker and they say to me, oh, we have a great product and we have great this, great that, and I say, hey, listen, I have all the respect for you, but we are not comparing to your company, because we as social commerce business will not be bigger than a single company. We will do $3 trillion. Do you know how much 3 trillion is? We will be 17 times bigger than the whole product and crypto business together. You understand? So people say, are you an MLM? So how can we be an MLM? We are 17 times bigger than an MLM. We are social commerce marketing business because 90% of our turnover comes from a platform where customers bring customers, and they don't get even paid for a bonus plan. They just get rebates and discounts. That is social commerce marketing. Yes, you can build a team, but our marketing, social commerce, is 17 times bigger. So if I communicate to a leader, I say, listen, do you want to know about a business that will be 17 times bigger than all MLM companies together? I get his attention. You can be very sure. Yeah. So you want to promote the right potential. Okay. and growth. Yeah, why is growth interesting? Growth is only interesting for one thing. If you're just promoting growth, you will get no reaction. You want to say this, and now look at this and this. The green one is the key. Yeah, the number 3 opens the door, but the green thing is what is behind the door. Yeah, don't open the door without showing what is behind the door. I open the door of growth to say, hey, listen, Gazala, do you like to have 10,000% growth because, wait a second, it can help you to tenfold your income. Would you generally be interested to tenfold your income? And then watch your eyes getting bigger. Say, I'm in. Tell me about it. Or, hey, Kathleen, I have a market growing 10,000%. Would you be interested to increase your income, let's say 20 to 50 times in the next 5 years? If I can show this to you, would I have your attention? Not would you join. Never ask for joining, just having attention. You know, can I have 30 minutes? You remember this one, Gazala. Can I have 30 minutes of your time for the Zoom call? Can I have 30 minutes of your time if I show you? And she said, yeah, of course you can. And that's how I got a presentation after 3 months of asking. 3 months, okay? Don't forget, sometimes you have to ask 3 months before you get the presentation, but it is worthwhile. Never stop asking, but you have to know how you're asking. You have to know which key you open the door, and especially do not open the door without showing what is behind the door. Growth does not mean anything if you don't put it into relation to the growth of income. And ask them, would it be generally interesting? Do I have your attention if? Could you give me 30 minutes? Would you like to meet my leader if I can show you blah, 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 blah? And now you see people will be open. Top-level leaders will be open to meet you. Now I show you one of my favorite ones because, you know, my background is in sales. So I am a lot about sales and closing techniques and showing the right arguments to show people. Yeah, here you see that, of course, we show respect. People always say, yeah, but I still have a nice business and my company is doing 100 million in turnover and we are a great company. I say, listen, all respected. Shopping malls are doing turnover, MLMs are doing turnover, but they are not growing anymore. They are a business of the past. What does it mean? That means they were growing in the past, but they are not growing in present, and they will not grow in the future. Is that right? And if you open up a business, do you want to have a business which was growing in the past? Or do you want to have a business that is growing in the present? Or do you want to have a business that is growing in the future? If you want to increase your income in the future, you need a business that is growing into the future. So you can't do shopping mall business. You can't do traditional MLM because growth time is over. Just look at the numbers of the top 10 companies. None of them is growing in the last 10 years. That is a fact. So if you want to grow now, e-commerce could be a thing. At least e-commerce is a business of the present. That's why it's growing at the present. It is growing now at the present time. It is tripling in the next 7 years. There's a lot of competition. Yes, it's not easy, but at least it is still growing. Shopping mall isn't. Traditional MLM isn't. Sorry, guys, I'm not picking you negatively down. This is just facts, right? And now look at this. Now you're selling the future. Okay, I told you promote the future. Look at this. This is the business of the future. If I show you how in the next 5 to 10 years you have a business growing 10,000%, and you just average, you're not even special because 10%, 10,000% is the average growth. Some companies will grow 100,000%, some companies will grow 1,000%, and the average of all companies is the market with 10,000. So if you want to grow as an average leader 10,000%, there's only one of the 4 markets you can choose. Which one is it? And everybody will tell you it would be social commerce. I say, great. And what you're doing right now, if you are in shopping mall or MLM or e-commerce, and you think this is like a horse, you're changing the horse from a slow horse to the fastest horse of the world. Does it make sense? It's my favorite question. Does it make sense to change to the fastest horse of the world to win the races? Everyone's like, yeah, okay. You don't even have to ask anymore if they want to join your business. Yeah, they answer this themselves, right? And always show examples. Do you see that single lady over here? Yeah, how a single mom of twins went from earning less than $30,000 a year, owning now a private jet, multi-million-dollar business, Write down, please. It is never the jockey. It's always the horse. My favorite story is I tell people, listen, jockey is 10%, horse is 90%. Meaning you can be the best jockey of the world. If you're sitting on the dead horse, will you win any races? The answer is nope, no chance. Except you carry the horse and you try your best, right? That'll be the only chance you have to be at least second, right? But if you are a medium jockey and you sit on the fastest horse of the world, can you win the race? Yes, you can. Yeah, just don't fall off the horse. This is this woman. She's for sure not the best jockey of the world. She's a mom. She probably has not the latest education, like Tobias from Shopify had no education, but he's 20 times a billionaire. Why? Because he's sitting on the fastest horse of the world. That's why. That's why his company has more value now than Mercedes-Benz, starting from the garage. So what do I mean? What do I want to tell you? Look at this. Read at the top. Thousands of social commerce millionaires are developed now. This is the story you want to say. And these are not the smartest people. This will be people that are broke, single moms, housewives, students without any future, people without a job for 5 years. They will learn a new business. They will come from broken horses, dead horses, but they're hungry for success, and that's why they will get rich. And these are the people we're looking for. So question, do you want to be one of the social commerce millionaires? I'm not asking if you're smart. I'm not asking if you're the best in your town. I'm asking if you're hungry enough to be the next social commerce millionaire if I show you how. That's it. End of story. Trust me, the right people. I will never forget when I did the presentation with Gazala and Katie was in. I think Katie also is today here, Katie Hall. She was nearly jumping into the camera. I'm in, count me in. You know, I know that is one for sure, one of the next social commerce millionaires, because people get excited. It touches their heart. So don't tell them we're looking for the best leaders. No, we're looking for people that want to become leaders in our industry. But it is the singles moms of today that tomorrow they will make a difference, because now they see a second chance for their life. And I tell you what, I don't care if you're young, middle, or old. You know why? Because we have in Germany, we have a leader just came in, he's 77 years old. And we have to show him how the computer works and how to put he did not even have a mobile phone, but he's serious. He's serious to become successful. I really believe he'll become successful. So as long as you have pulse in your veins, you are still in the race. And with this business, you can win your race. So give hope to the people that they can do that, right? Next one. Very, very important. This is my favorite technique when I do presentation. If you talk about this business, because social commerce is new to most people, right? You want to use the system of framing. What does it mean, framing? Framing means you take a successful business that is already there, that does not have to prove anything anymore because people know it, and put it into context of your business, right? So you will say, listen, social commerce, like Shopify, you may heard of it, 100 billion value, right? Or Pinduoduo, where people buy in groups and save 50%. They produce 100 billion to 200 billion in 5 years. And we are the next Pinduoduo. That's it. If they say, do you believe it works? I say, okay, you did not understand that. I will tell you one more time. Pinduoduo is already doing, with our concept, 250 billion, because people love to save 50% on group shopping in China. Same concept, Europe, we will do 250 billion over here. So if you do framing, there is no proof of concept for you anymore, because you have proven that this same concept in other countries already works. Does it make sense? Okay, this is what we are doing. Shopify, great company in the US. Pinduoduo, great company in China. Now we are the next Pinduoduo of Europe. Question, do you want to earn on 255 billion euro, yes or no? That's called framing, and trust me, extremely powerful. Always use framing, never explain something and explaining, and we are shopping commerce and we have products. No. What kind of products we have doesn't matter. Pinduoduo has all the products. What we will have, all the products. No more explanation. Private brands, everything. It's not about the product, it's the platform. 50 to 90% cheaper. Is that interesting? Yeah. Chinese people like to save. European people like to save as well, yes or no? Yes. Great. If they do 250 billion, if we are idiots, we do 100 billion only. Is 100 billion still okay for you? Yes. You want to be first? Yes. Okay, perfect. Sign here. pin over there, sign right now. That's it. Keep it short, keep it simple, and do not get complicated. Okay? Very, very important. Next one. Make them dream. If I sit with them and they were like, yeah, but do you know, and it's interesting. I say, wait a second, let's talk about this for a moment, right? Make them dream. Do you believe that people like to have financial freedom? Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, they like. Okay, look, this is a fact that 50 million people will open up an online shop till 2030. We believe they will do this with us because we're 90% cheaper than Shopify and have 10 times better functions. So again, a question, always, I ask them, they ask me something, I ask back. Yeah, Kathleen says, how does it work? I will answer to Kathleen, oh, Kathleen, it works very simple. We have a business with zero side costs and people don't need a warehouse and whatever, right? And that's why 50 million people open up an online business. Question, Kathleen, how many of that 50 million do you want in your team? And now she's not thinking anymore, oh, yes or no. She's like, oh yeah, I never asked myself that question. How many do you think can I have, Christian? I said, oh, well, Kathleen, you're a nice girl. Let's say we give you 2 million. Is that good for you? She said, yeah, okay, thank you. You understand what I mean? Make them dream rather than make them think about problems. People tend to think in problems, what could go wrong? But this is not the time to think about what could go wrong, but what could go right. Do you understand what I mean? This is your chance, Kathleen. There's 50 million customers, shop owners on the table. Grab what you can and run. Grab it now. Okay, you're like, okay, sorry, yeah, I grab it all. You understand what I mean? This is make them dream, make them dreaming. Let's say like this, make them dream again, because a lot of people stopped dreaming a long time ago. So take them away from their problem things. Say, Catherine, forget about all this problem. Let's imagine, that's also one of my favorites. Let's imagine everything works out fine and 50 million people want to join. How many do you want? 2 million. I get them back to the dreaming area, right? That's what you want. Now, I have to do a little bit harsh talk and clear talk. Yeah, so be prepared. Okay, very, very important. You talk to 100 people, but be prepared that 95 will not understand what you're telling them. So forget about this 2%ers here. I'm a little bit more nice. So let's say 5%. Okay, at the bottom. Forget the green line. Look at the black line on the left side, right? So 5%, yeah, will join your business and make it happen. These are the people you're looking for. You don't know how they look like. Could be a single mom, never had a job, no business experience at all, but hungry like crazy. And she'll talk to anybody. She will work from the morning till the night. And these are the trendsetters and pioneers and future leaders because they make it happen. What does it mean, make it happen? They're not just sign up, but they go into action mode immediately. They learn, they ask questions, and they make it happen, no matter what. They have problems, they make it happen. They get offended, they make it happen. People ridicule them, they make it happen. Do you really believe Jeff Bezos only got applause the first 10 years? No, he didn't. And he started his business with family money, right? There was no rich investor for him there. Read his book. I read it 10 times. He started with family money. He borrowed all the money from 50 different people. He borrowed a little bit of money and started a business in an old car, giving up his hedge fund job that paid him $1 million a year. Why? Because he has his pioneer heart. I say, I want to be first. I want to change the world with my shop. So this is with my business. 5% will make it happen. These are the people you're looking for now in pre-launch. Only 5%. So don't sign up 20 and think I have 20. If you sign up 20, you have one. One will do the work. One. But what about the others? They are nice people. Yeah, of course, they can be nice people. I never said something different. They can be nice people. Doesn't mean there will be successful business people. It's a huge difference between a nice person and a successful business person. Is that right? Now, the other one, by the way, this 5%, they believe this one here. Grow your income 1,000 to 10,000%. Grow your income by 10 to 100 times. They believe it, and they are serious about it, really serious about it. Yes, they're not making it happen because they're bored. It's not like Gazelle has nothing else to do. She's bored. Can I please work again? Give me work, please. I'm hungry for work. No. They know if I do this, I can give back to the community and can really make a change. And it can be something, very, very important in the success career, right? So they really will do that. Let's talk about the middle field. 15% of people you recruit, so from 20, one will really work 3 will not work, but they will stay with you. They will come to the presentation once a while, sometimes even bring a guest, like once a month, they will have like one guest. Yeah, and we call them NATO people. NATO is not the military, it's just the short term for no action, talking only. You know this one? No action, talking only. Those guys are wonderful. They talk like superstars. If you love to listen to them, you're like, wow, that's my next chairman. And you get really excited talking to them. And then you look at the computer and you see 0. You're like, ooh, what's wrong? I'd have to call Christian. The computer is kaput. Yeah, there's 0 registration. I was so sure this person, he's talking so greatly, he should have 100 registration. And then you talk to the person, all you hear is excuses. Oh no, I have to wait for the products. I have to wait for my special leaders. I only have special contacts. They will start in September, blah, blah, blah. So those people always wait, always wait. Yeah, always wait. And they always take action very, very late because they're like safety thinkers. I wait till the products are there, when the platform is there, and when everything is perfect, and we have like a headquarter 10 stories high, and they come to Berlin, they see 10 stories high. Now I believe it. The problem is, till they believe it, everything has to be perfect and big till they believe it. The pioneer time is over. So those guys never grow 1,000%. They grow 10%. Because they will only understand the size of the business when it's already 100 billion big or 10 billion. They will understand when we're 10 billion. They say, now I get it, now gets all in. They call you 5 years later, hey, Casella, now I got it. Let's get started. You're like, hey, I'm already retired. What do you want from me? You know? Yeah, but I'm motivated now. Let's get started, right? This is normal. And then from your 20, if they wake up, 80%, they signed up, it's for free. But they don't do anything. They don't even come to the presentation. You will see people literally signing up for free or even pay their package and not doing anything. They just sign up for whatever reason. They thought like passive income means I'm passive, some income will flow anyway in my direction, right? Or I don't know, you know, it's you know, these people when they see a Jane Fonda video, well, nowadays it's other videos, right? But when I was young, women saw Jane Fonda video. You remember Jane Fonda? And they saw that fitness videos and they're like, oh, I'm motivated. I have to buy this and this product because they were thinking just by watching the video, they will lose some weight. And just later they would realize, no, I have to move myself too to lose some weight. And they say, no, that's not for me. And the same with this business. Yeah. So they get in, they love the energy, they love the vibes, everything, but then they don't take any action. And then they see the convention of 10,000 people. And then they come and they're like, wait a second. What happened again without me? How that Kathleen is now a chairman? How is it possible? That was just a young girl a few years ago, right? So they don't understand what happened. They always miss everything. And that's why, sorry to say, they never change their attitude. They think they can come in with a sloppy attitude, with sloppy time management, with sloppy communication and make a business, and sloppy excuses, sloppy attitude at all. And that's why those people always are in survival mode. Even if you give them the best business of the world, if you give somebody a Ferrari, doesn't mean he will go quick. He will stay in first gear and then complain about you that this car is very loud and takes a lot of gasoline in the first gear driving 80, right? So they are not ready to shift into second gear, and you really like, so what a waste, right? But that's how it is. So what am I telling you? Recruit 20, find out who's my 5%er, be nice to the 15%ers, because you never know when they will wake up, but don't wait with them, yeah? And don't be angry. Don't run after the 80%ers. Don't shout at them. Don't be angry about them. Just let them go. Be easy. Once in a while, you're sending some mails, and when they have some questions, you will answer them, right? But focus on the 5%ers, because only there, this is where the action happens. This is where the results come. Key leaders can only come from this area. Not the good looking, not the experience, not the best communicating, but the best, write it down, working. And how do you know if they work? Because they register free people once in a while. You look at the action, you make planning and controlling. I will show you later once a week with them, and you know who's here. Now, very important, you know this already, I showed it already a few times, but now look at the line over it. Only who's ready to leave his slow horse, yes, can ride the new fast horse and grow income by 10 to 100. So what do I mean? Anthony Robbins calls this burning bridges. A lot of people are not ready to burn their bridges. They always want to have a plan B in the back. Oh, you know, I do some finance business, i.e. crypto on the side, just to be sure. I believe in multiple stream of income. That just means you're a coward that is not ready to go all in one thing. And let me tell you clearly, for those of you that believe in multiple streams, please go to your wife tonight and ask her if that's okay to have multiple wives as well. Ask her and wait for the reaction. Any woman in the world that has a little bit self-esteem will hit you in the face. She will say, you want something special? You focus on one thing special. Your downline is the same. If you do 3, 4 different things, they will not trust you anymore, because they say, how can we trust a leader that is not trusting his business? That is having 2, 3 businesses at the side. So don't do multiple businesses, not for me, for your team, and don't communicate multiple businesses. For your team, this must be the only thing you ever did and you ever will do, because then you will release all the extra power they will give in. If you are all in, they will be all in. If you are 10% in, they will be 10% in. So you cannot ride the fast horse if with one half of your bottom, you're still sitting on the slow horse, and that is slowing you down, right? So you have to really literally leave the old horse. Leave the old horse so you can really make a decision in front of everybody. Say, hereby I declare, I'm sitting on the fast horse. I'm all in. And trust me, the moment, that's from Anthony Robbins, not from me. The moment you make a decision to burn the bridges, this is the moment your life changes drastically. Because now everybody's trusting you. Now everybody's feeling you. Now everybody says, we believe you. Now we go all in because you go all in. Yeah. So if your people is not going all in, look in the mirror and you will know why. Okay. For results to change, my strategy have to change. My strategy, multiple income, doesn't work. My strategy, passive income of funny finance products, doesn't work long term. Be honest, be reliable, be consistent, be a good leader, and believe in this business. You know what Warren Buffett said to a journalist when he asked him, what is the best investment somebody ever could do? And he really knows all the investments, right? You know what Warren Buffett says? As if you have like just $1,000 or $2,000, you know, the best investment you can do is spend it only on yourself. Spend it on yourself, on your own knowledge, on your own education, on your own development. Why would you spend it on other people's ideas if you are the best asset you can ever have? Make yourself better. Learn, improve yourself, right? And that's what I'm telling you right now. Take good decisions, improve yourself, because by improving yourself, you're motivating your team to duplicate. So for things to change, you have to change and your strategy has to change. And that is what will bring the points up like crazy. Once you are focusing on the growth market, you have 10 points on market, 9 points on skill, because the more you focus, the faster you learn, and you will go like a rocket. Okay, now set a massive action plan. Yeah, you will find great leaders. Very important. Never by accident. Never. Yeah, well, that person was lucky. They found it by accident. Never. Never by luck and not by talent. If you are the worst networker in the world today, I will teach you still how to make $1 million a year. I don't care if you have zero talent. As long as you're teachable, you can come in with zero talent. I'll be happy to prove everybody else that I can make another leader with zero talent. I already have 2 leaders. Jörg from Germany, who had zero talent. He was a carpenter. Yes. And by the way, Kim Madsen, Danish TV made a movie about him now. It's in the cinemas. It's called Believer, 90-minute movie, because he went from orphan, from a sailor who was orphan to 26 times millionaire. My downline. Yeah, so no talent. He had no talent at all. It's not about talent. Stop these excuses. It's not about luck. What is it about? It is about you being ready to go through the numbers, talking to everybody, giving everybody the chance, listen to everybody about his dreams, about his fears, about his goals, yeah, and then show him the right way with us together and filter the right people from the wrong people. So if some don't listen, you talk to 100 people, right? Some don't listen, no problem. They don't write you back. Don't start crying. There's 2.5 billion more people on Facebook. Go on searching. Next. Some don't understand. Let me tell you something. If they don't understand, they don't want to understand. Some people play stupid so they don't have to make a decision. I cannot know. I'm not a tech guy, blah, blah, blah. What they really want to say, you know what? I'm not ready to learn something new. And by the way, I'm lazy like crazy. I don't want to work. Yeah, that's what they really want to say. You don't care. Say, hey, no problem. Let's be friends. Let's be friends. Next. Yeah. So privately we stay in contact business-wise. Next one. Some don't take action. You sign them in. Don't run after the negative. After the inactive people. Write down, please. Very important sentence. It takes 10 times more work to make an inactive person active than to take a motivated person to chairman. How stupid is that to talk to inactive people all day long? They all you hear is excuses and blaming. So it takes 10 times more work. Maybe you can put one inactive person active, but you can have 10 times people becoming chairman at the same time with the same effort. So stop putting time into people that are not worth it and they don't want to work. It's not your job to carry them to success. Filter and select the leaders that are ready to take massive action now. I don't care how great you have been 10 years ago. I don't care how much you know. Do you want to work with me now? And you see the now is extra big. Now means now. Yeah, I want. No, now means right now. Sign up now. I send it over to you. Sign up now. Send it back now because we want to work now. Yeah, and then we can do a planning. We do planning now. The power is in now. Do not waste any time, right? Very, very important. So you want to promote the vision and you want to promote the online events. Very quickly for you. Number one, why do you want to have people on the Zoom with Gazala and with me instead of explaining everything yourself? Because people know you and you can present the business, no question about that. But if you have a third party doing it for you, the big picture is 10 times bigger. If they talk to Gazella as the BDM and she's like, she can draw it extra big. Maybe you're too shy to make it that big. Trust me, Gazella is not shy. And I'm not shy at all. You bring them to us, we are not shy, right? So we will give them a real big picture and people get close. So use it as in a one-to-one with your leader. Don't do it alone. Bring it to Gazella, bring it to your leader, or bring it to me, and get them regularly on the business opportunity Zoom so they can see the big picture. Don't do the presentation and ask them, do you want to start this business by yourself? Just pitch them quickly and get them to the Zoom. Next one, starter training. Yeah, we have starter training from next week. Mondays for selected leaders, Gazala will let you know. And Thursday is for everybody. So every Thursday, all your team have to be there because I will give them a 45 minutes starter training so they really learn the strategy. They have to understand what they need to do, right? And step 3, social commerce millionaire, like today, they have to get the skills. Yeah, and you learn something. How often do you have to listen to it? 21 times. So don't come 3 Saturdays. Okay, now I'm good. Let's go millionaire. Nope. You want to be there every Saturday and learn it and learn it and learn it. And once you miss it, it is not a problem. We record it all the time, but life is better. Try to be there every Saturday. I know that Gazella moved some very important events of her schedule just to be able to be here. So please do the same if you appreciate what we're showing for you. Do you understand this concept? If you use this 3 simple steps, Zoom call, starter training, social commerce. So, and then they go to this social commerce training and they're motivated. They start inviting again. But don't try to jump over points. You have to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is like a circle. And if you draw the circle and you put people into that system, this is how your business is growing. Okay, good. Now what can you promote more? My favorite one is promote events. 25th and 26th of June. Yeah, June is German, sorry, June. Yeah, you want to promote, and I hope I wrote it big enough. You can all see it. Yeah, that's why that's big. This is important. Yeah, promote and push hard, push harder than you ever in your life push something. Why? Because this will be the first elite founder event. And if somebody says to you, okay, why should I be in Berlin? It is because you will learn to have a 6 or 7 figure income strategy training. It is not about meeting, having fun, cheering other people's up. They can have that anywhere. This is an historical event where they will learn as the first leaders of the company how to go 6 or 7 figure. If you want to go that big, you need to be in Berlin. That can be not teach on every Saturday. The Saturdays are good online because you have to be there, right? And with who will you plan? You will plan with everybody. Every person that comes into your business, and by the way, there's some nice pictures of that. Every person that comes into your business, you can plan because they have time till the 4th of June. So they need 7 partners first time till the 4th of June. Is that possible for everybody? Yeah, it's possible for everybody. So don't plan just with 3 or 4 leaders. Everybody that signs up in your team, make sure you make a planning session with them personally and find out if they could be the next one, because sometimes a new person on your 10th level is more dedicated to come to Berlin than your first line. So you really have to know, you want to fly like an eagle over your team, and you will see, oh, there's a new person, Kathleen, and you want to jump on Kathleen. Sorry, we're not jumping on you, but you want to plan with Kathleen and say, do you want to be? And if she's serious to go to Berlin, you communicate with her directly to make sure she has all the knowledge, all the information to be on Berlin. Does it make sense? And now I give you a little hint how you can motivate yourself. Just imagine, for every person you have in Berlin, for every leader that you qualify, you earn 20,000 euro every year. Now it gets easy. If you sit there alone, you misunderstood the concept. It's not about becoming alone. Yeah, if we say bring your team, it's not you. It's you and your people, right? But again, it's a start. You have 20,000 euro this year, and later you will earn the next years to have 100K and more. So you will go your way. But if you bring 10, because you really work hardcore the next 3 months, yeah, you bring 10 people to Berlin, 10 times 20 is an income of the next 12 months of 200,000 euro. If that's interesting for you, bring 10. What about having 10 that bring 10? Ratatata. Now we're talking about 2 million. And trust me, I build leaders like Kim Madsen who earned this kind of money, coming from being nobody, being an orphan, having zero money. The wife left him because he had no money. She divorced him because he was broke. And now he's sitting in Marbella, earned $26 million in a big villa, 2 big boats. Why? Because he understood this one, promoting events. So put your planning into the system and plan everything that you have good numbers of people there. For the Friday, this is the Top Leader Champions Club. Why do you want people to have been there? First of all, what they have to do, they bring 3. It's not even about 10, they bring 3. Make it a minimum effort if somebody wants to be in your leader team. Tell them, listen, guys, I want to have a partner team and a leader team. Partner team is Saturday, Sunday. They don't know better. Just sign up 20. Anybody can do that. If they're serious, it's just a question of work. But if you want to be a leader, you need to bring minimum 3 people to show me that you are putting in the effort and you're supporting your team. And with 3 leaders, you will qualify for leadership level in my team, right? What will happen? There on the event, strategy plan for the next 5 years, not your strategy, my strategy. If you see the company strategy for the next 5 years, you will not sleep again for the rest of the year. If you come into that room, trust me, we'll make you sign an NDA that you can't talk to anybody about what I will show you, because we're going to roll out the plan for the next 5 years to make you really excited. Then you know, wow, like an investor, you're like, wow, that's the 5-year plan. I didn't know, Christian. Now you got me, right? So you really know what you build your future on because you have that 5-year plan. Number 2, personal coaching and first-class superb training to the very top. So we're going to make sure that with all the great leaders, we're going to sit together and plan with everybody the right thing so you really know what to do to go to the very top. And this is not just a one-time event. We do regularly champion clubs, events, and Zoom calls where we invite you to be there. Okay, so this is what you want to do. And of course, you want to try to get all your key leaders there. So come to an end. How do you plan ranks? If you have 3 people on the weekend, you go director yourself. That's the minimum. Bring 3 people, go director. Come on Friday, see me on Friday. Step 1. If you raise your standard, Anthony Robbins said, the moment you raise your standard, you change your life. If you raise your standard and you say, I want to help 3 people to become a director, you're going to become chairman. The only difference is that you work harder. This is double the work because you need to recruit more people to find 3 directors. You have to support these 3 people more to help them become directors. It's just double the work. Normal work, director. Double work, chairman, executive. Yes, and then no sleep till Berlin, chairman, president. This is the highest one. Yeah, of course, this is the crazy one. Let's be very clear. Yeah, I think very few people will do that. If ever somebody, I don't know. But this is how you promote it. So you just want to promote Berlin. 3 people to Berlin, director. 3 times 3 people to Berlin, chairman, executive. Yeah, that's the way you want to do it. Okay, coming to an end. Some tips how to do the international success coach, how to plan this. If you don't know how to plan this, they need 7 direct partners and 20 partners in the team. The best way to plan it, in my idea, is to do like this. Yeah, because you don't recruit 20 people, you recruit seven. That's your first line. And from that 7, you help 2 people to have each 10. Why is that the best way? Because they are motivated to have 10, because with 10, they go national success coach, right? You might even have a little bit of an incentive if you go national success coach, blah, 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 blah. We do something extra locally for you. You're not coming to Berlin, but we can have locally something in England, whatever you want to do. Think about something, right? Now, if you can help 2 people to become national success coach, 2 times 10 already is 20. You have your 7 first lines, you're qualified. This is the plan, okay? You can make a screenshot. I'll send you the training later, whatever you want, okay? It's a very simple plan. You start from the bottom, 7 partners paid, 14 partners registered, because not everybody will pay, right? So you have 14 registered, 7 will pay, 28 on the Zoom call, because not everybody will join, and 56 guys invited, because not everybody will come. That is your personal plan till the end of May. Okay, so I divided this per week. You need to invite 4 guests for the Zoom call per week and have 2 guests on the Zoom call per week and register 1 person for free per week, and you are on the right track. Okay, and this is the plan for your 2 leaders. 10 signups in the whole team, 20 registered, 40 in the Zoom call for the whole organization. You don't have to understand it right now. We'll go through it one more time, no problem at all, but copy that plan and make sure you follow up that plan with your team regularly, so people not just say, yeah, I want to be ISC somehow, and then they don't know what to do. Yeah, they need a plan. They really need to know what action they need to do within the next 3 months, so they can really follow up that plan and get the numbers through. Okay. Okay, last thing, how can you help people quickly on a very nice way to become very successful? Yeah, you see, for the ISC, for the International Success Coach, you only need 2 legs. I just showed you 2 national success legs, right? Now, if you have a NSC already here, because you have 4 legs, Timo, Maria, Susie, and Peter, okay? And Peter is your leg number 4. So he's not International Success Coach. But here you have Hans, and let's say Hans has only 1 leg. What you can say to Hans, I say, look, Hans, I will place Peter under you. You only have 10 partners, but with the 12 partners from Peter I place under you, you have your 20 partners you need to qualify for Berlin. So now you place Peter under Hans. Hans himself will build 1 more leg plus the 7 first lines, and he will come to Berlin. So if Hans only has 1 leg and you place the other one, you help Hans to come. Now, Klaus above Hans, he has now 1 leg who already comes to Berlin. How much does Klaus need outside of Hans? 1 more leg. You see, 1 leg with Hans, 1 leg with Klaus, and they're both going to Berlin. So if you place deep and you work from deep up, it becomes more easier for the leaders to qualify, because you already do part of the qualification for them. Money, he wants to go global expansion director. He needs 3 legs normally. Now he only needs 2 more legs, because you built 1 leg for him. He's doing 2 legs himself, and he's qualified. And Timo the same. Yeah, see, if you place deep, you help your whole team to qualify for Berlin. So don't just talk to your first line. See whoever's motivated, place people deep under them, and get the whole leg qualified. And everybody now ISC comes easy, yeah, because I already get 1 leg. Now GED goes easy because I already get 1 leg for my upline. Okay, good. Last slide for today, action plan. Little summary, what did we talk about today? Number 1, promote and show the picture. You remember, that's what we want to do. Never leave the path of promoting and showing the picture. Please write down, you cannot say wrong to the right people, and you cannot say right to the wrong people. Meaning, do what you feel to do. Never ask, did I tell the presentation right? Did they like my presentation? The right people, you just show them the big picture. Trust me, the right people will join. Number 2, plan International Success Coach and Berlin with every partner. Find out who's really serious, yeah, and then work with the right partners. Plan director with your leaders. Okay, show them exactly what they need to do. 3 ISCs, make a plan with them and meet them once a week and follow up that plan so they see if I'm on the right path, yes or no. This is very important. First planning, and then 1 week, weekly controlling. Number 4, what I just showed you, place and build deep. The deeper you work and the deeper you place, the more volume moves up and people get motivated because they say, hey, something is already happening in my team. If you start the fire in the depth, the fire goes up and everybody's excited. If there's nothing in the depth, nobody's excited, right? But if something is happening in the depth, everybody gets excited. All right. Number 5, that's what I just was explaining. Very important. Plan and control the weekly progress. Please look on your key leaders. Don't invite inactive people and push them somewhere they don't want to go. Find out who's motivated and only invite those people that you really feel they want to do something, because you can only help those people that really are ready to put in the effort. You can't motivate inactive people. And last point, be 1000% committed. If you start using excuses, your whole team will, and nobody will work. No excuses, all into Berlin, go full power, and you will succeed the big way. Be 1000% excited. Yeah, I know that's not easy after a long day of work. Sometimes I'm also tired. Yeah, no problem. I go to the kitchen, double espresso. I come back, I smile as big as I can, and I go all in. Yeah, sometimes I'm not excited because I'm excited. I'm excited to stay awake because I'm so tired. You understand what I mean? So just give the energy, and the energy you give will give you back more energy. You understand what I mean? So be excited, because excitement transports all information. Yeah, people will join because they feel there's something burning inside, because you're really excited about what we do. And 1000% convinced. Don't let other people shake you. If you build your house on solid ground because you have goals, you have plans, you have a good mentor, you are dedicated, you learn enough, then you build your house on solid ground. But if you build your house on sand because the first critic, the first negative person can make you shaking, and you lose 2-3 weeks, in the next 3 months, you will go nowhere. So start being convinced and say, no matter what, I will do it. I will trust Gazala. I will trust Christian. I will go to Berlin, and nobody can take me off my path. And if you do so, you're going to be the next social commerce millionaire. I know you can do it, and I can have good news for you. If you don't do it your first year, you will do it in your second year. If you don't do it in your second year, you will do it in your third year. And if you don't do it in 3 years, maybe you do it on 7 years. And you know what? If you do it in 8 years, it's still no problem. Now you haven't been a millionaire for so many years, it doesn't matter how long it takes. The only important thing is that you keep believing and you keep working, and we're going to produce 1,000 social commerce millionaires together. So that's what we're going to do together. And that is what is my goal, to work with you together. I'm very, very motivated to come to Scandinavia, to the UK, to Ireland, everywhere, and work with you also on great events regularly and build this dream together. And in 3 to 5 years, we're going to look back and say, do you remember? Do you remember on the first little Zoom call when we were 20, 30 people? Now we have 20,000, 50,000, 100,000 people on a Zoom call coming to our trainings. This will happen sooner or later. So thank you for joining. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed this training call for today. I want to say thank you so much for Tina for the fantastic translation. I don't know if it was fantastic because my Finnish is not so good, but I listened in sometime and it sounded very excited. So thank you so much for that. And also thank you so much, Gazala, for your fantastic presentation. It was also fantastic, very, very good. And I want to thank you, everybody. And I want to wish you a blessed Saturday evening with your family, some good goal setting with your leaders. Take a rest on Sunday. Never work every day. Take always 1 day minimum rest. Yeah? Fill the batteries, and then for Monday, we go all in again. See you back the next week. Thank you very much for joining, and I will send you the link with the recording later. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Bye-bye, Christian. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. Now I'm really tired, but it was a fantastic day. Thank you, everybody, for joining, being here. Many partners, many new guests. And many greetings to everybody, wherever you come from. I know we have people here from Sweden, so greetings to the Swedish team, greetings to the Finnish team, greetings to the Germans from in Sweden, to Antje and to everybody else, right? To Henrik and to all the other great leaders, and also, of course, to our powerful UK team and also to our Irish team. So I'm looking very much forward to see you very soon. And thank you for giving us so much of your time and hopefully having some valuable training tonight. All the best and see you soon. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.